Every day, the world gives you 24 hours. That's it. No more, no less. 1,440 minutes. 86,400 seconds. Every second is a choice. Every second is an opportunity. And yet, most people waste it. They let it slip through their fingers like water, without even realizing the treasure in their hands. Look at your life right now. Take a moment, close your eyes if you need to, and think about where you are. Are you living the life you truly want? Or are you living a life designed by the expectations of others, by fear, by comfort, by excuses? Excuses. The invisible chains that bind you. I don't have time. I'm too tired. I'll start tomorrow. How many times have you told yourself these lies? How many times have you delayed your dreams, postponed your goals, and settled for mediocrity because of excuses? Let me tell you something very simple. Excuses are the death of potential. Every excuse you make, every reason you give for not starting, not trying, not acting, is a brick in the wall separating you from your greatness. And the truth is, no one is coming to break that wall for you. No one is going to push you forward. No one is going to hand you the life you dream of. You have to take it. You have to fight for it. You have to claim it. Think about the people you admire. Think about those who have achieved greatness in sports, business, arts, or any field. They had the same 24 hours you have. They faced the same fears, the same doubts, the same obstacles. The difference is not luck. The difference is not privilege. The difference is discipline, consistency, courage, and refusal to make excuses. I want to share a story with you. A story of a young man who had nothing. No money, no connections, no support. Every morning, he woke up at 4 a.m. Before the world had opened its eyes, he was already working, reading books, learning skills, training his body, building his mind. Friends laughed at him. People said he was crazy. Why wake up so early? Why not sleep like everyone else? They asked. But he didn't listen. He didn't make excuses. He didn't let comfort dictate his life. Years later, that same young man became a symbol of success, a proof that excuses don't make winners, they make spectators. You may think, but I have responsibilities. I have struggles. Life is unfair. And yes, life will be unfair. Life will knock you down. Life will test you in ways you cannot imagine. But here is the truth. Your circumstances do not define you. Your choices do. You are not a victim unless you choose to be. You are not powerless unless you allow yourself to be. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to rise, to grow, to prove to yourself that you are stronger than you think. Let me ask you, how many dreams have you buried under excuses? How many goals have you postponed because it seemed too hard? How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow, and tomorrow never came? The clock is ticking. Every moment you delay is a moment you can never get back. Your life is not a rehearsal. This is it. This is your stage, and the spotlight is waiting. Today, I want you to make a promise. A promise to yourself. A promise that you will stop making excuses. That no matter how hard it gets, no matter how tired you feel, no matter how many obstacles come your way, you will act. You will move. You will fight. You will refuse to settle for mediocrity. Because the person you are capable of becoming is not someone who waits. It is not someone who hesitates. It is someone who takes control. Someone who rises above fear, above comfort, above every single reason to give up. Take a deep breath. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the energy inside you. That energy is your potential. That energy is your power. That energy is the life you are capable of creating if you choose action over excuses. No one else can do it for you. No one else can live your life for you. This is your responsibility. This is your moment. And it all starts with one decision. No more excuses. From this moment forward, I want you to imagine a life without limits. Imagine waking up every day excited to chase your dreams. Imagine a life where fear doesn't hold you back, where laziness doesn't stop you, where every second is spent moving toward the person you were meant to become. Imagine that life. Now stop imagining it, because imagination alone is useless without action. You must act. You must push. You must fight for it. Excuses are comfortable. They are safe. They are easy. But comfort never changes your life. Safety never builds legends. Easy never leaves a legacy. If you want greatness, if you want success, if you want the life of your dreams, you must be uncomfortable. You must challenge yourself. You must defy the limits you have set on yourself. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm not asking for instant results. I'm asking for commitment. Commitment to yourself, to your future, to your dreams. Every small step you take today, every action you perform now, compounds over time. Consistency beats intensity. Effort beats intention. Action beats planning every single time. So, ask yourself right now, what excuse am I holding on to? What lie am I telling myself that is stopping me from being the person I know I can be? And then, throw it away. Burn it. Destroy it. Because the life waiting for you is bigger than any excuse. The future you are capable of creating is brighter than any fear. And the only thing standing in your way is you. Today, you wake up. Today, you decide. Today, you choose action over excuses. Today, you start. Because your potential is limitless. Your power is real. Your life is waiting. And from this moment forward, you will no longer let excuses define you. You will define yourself. Let's talk about excuses. The invisible, silent killers of dreams. The quiet voices in your mind that whisper, not now. I'm too tired. It's too hard. I'll start tomorrow. Do you hear them? Most people do, every single day. And most people listen. Excuses are dangerous because they feel harmless. They feel safe. They feel like they are protecting you from failure, from disappointment, from discomfort. But in reality, they are chains. They are walls. They are the things keeping you from the life you want, the success you deserve, and the person you are capable of becoming. Think about it. Every time you say, I can't, what you're really saying is, I'm choosing comfort over growth. I'm choosing fear over action. I'm choosing the easy path over the path that will transform my life. Excuses come in many forms. Some are obvious. I don't have time. I don't have money. I don't have the right resources. Others are subtle. I'm too young. I'm too old. I'm not ready. All of them are lies. Lies that keep you in place while the world moves forward. Let me give you a few examples. Thomas Edison. He failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Could you imagine if he had said, I'll try tomorrow, every single time? Could you imagine if he had made excuses for every failure? The world would be darker today, literally. But he didn't. He didn't make excuses. He failed, learned, adjusted, and tried again. Oprah Winfrey. She was told she would never succeed. She faced rejection, poverty, and countless obstacles. How many people would have given up in her place? How many people would have made excuses, blamed circumstances, and walked away from their dreams? But she didn't. She refused to let excuses define her. She acted, persisted, and rose to the top. Every excuse you make has a cost. Not a small cost. A life-changing cost. Each time you postpone, each time you avoid, each time you blame something outside of yourself, you are stealing from your future. You are trading potential for comfort. You are sacrificing your dreams for temporary relief. Ask yourself, how many dreams have died because of excuses? How many opportunities have slipped through your fingers because you didn't want to try? How many times have you said, I'll start tomorrow, only to find that tomorrow never came? Excuses are sneaky. They disguise themselves as logic. They sound reasonable. I'm tired. I need rest. I'm not ready. I need more preparation. But here's the truth. You will never feel 100% ready. You will never feel completely prepared. The right time is now. The right moment is always today. Look at the athletes, the entrepreneurs, the artists, the creators you admire. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. They didn't wait for the ideal environment. They didn't wait for everything to align. They acted. They moved. They refused to let excuses stop them. Excuses are also contagious. The people you surround yourself with can encourage them. If you hang out with those who complain, who blame, who make excuses, you will absorb that energy. Your mind will start to adopt those same limitations. That's why it's crucial to choose your circle wisely. Surround yourself with people who act, who push, who take responsibility, and who refuse to let excuses define them. Here's the harsh reality. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to make your dreams come true. No one is going to force you to succeed. If you want your dreams, you have to fight for them. You have to push past fear. You have to break the chains of excuses. Let me tell you about a young woman named Sarah. She wanted to start her own business. She had a vision, a passion, and an idea that could change lives. But she kept making excuses. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough experience. I don't know if people will like it. For months, she delayed. Months turned into years, and every day she made excuses, her dreams slipped further away. Then one day, she realized something: the only thing standing in her way was herself. She decided to act. She invested her time, her energy, her resources. She failed at first. She struggled, but she didn't give up. Today, her business is thriving. And it all started the moment she stopped making excuses. Your life can change the same way. The moment you decide to take responsibility. The moment you refuse to let excuses control your actions. The moment you say, no more. I am done waiting. I am done blaming. I am done making excuses. That moment can be the turning point that defines your entire life. Excuses are silent killers. They don't scream. They don't attack openly. They whisper. They seduce. They convince you that staying where you are is easier than moving forward. But here's the secret. Your dreams are louder. Your potential is louder. Your desire for a better life is louder. You just have to listen. You just have to act. Take a moment right now and reflect. What excuses are holding you back? What lies have you been telling yourself for years? Write them down if you have to. Name them. Face them. Because the first step to defeating them is recognizing them. Then, make a choice. A choice that will change your life. A choice to reject excuses. A choice to take action no matter how hard it seems. A choice to move forward even when you are scared. A choice to become the person you know you are capable of being. Remember, every great person in history faced obstacles. Every success story involves struggle. Every legend overcame excuses. And if they could do it, why can't you? You have the same potential. You have the same hours in a day. You have the same power within you to act, to persist, and to succeed. No more excuses. No more waiting. No more fear. No more comfort. The time to start is now. The time to act is today. The time to fight for your dreams is this very moment. Because your life is too important to waste, your potential is too great to ignore, and your dreams are too valuable to delay. You are capable of extraordinary things. You are stronger than you think. You are braver than you feel. And the only thing standing between you and the life you deserve is your refusal to act. So, I challenge you, today, right now, make a promise to yourself. Promise that you will no longer let excuses define your life. Promise that you will act even when it's uncomfortable. Promise that you will fight even when it's hard. Promise that you will pursue your dreams relentlessly, without pause, without hesitation, without excuse. Excuses are silent killers. But action is powerful. Action is loud. Action is unstoppable. Action changes everything. And if you choose action over excuses, if you choose courage over comfort, if you choose persistence over fear, you will achieve things you once thought impossible. Let's talk about comfort. That feeling of safety, ease, and predictability. That warm blanket you wrap around yourself when life gets hard. Comfort feels good. Comfort feels safe. Comfort feels harmless. But here's the truth. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. Most people spend their entire lives chasing comfort. They avoid discomfort, challenges, and risks. They cling to what is familiar, what is easy, what is safe. They stay in jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, routines that lead nowhere, all because comfort feels less scary than change. But let me ask you something. When was the last time comfort helped you grow? When was the last time being comfortable brought you success, wealth, or fulfillment? The answer is never. Comfort never makes you stronger. Comfort never makes you smarter. Comfort never makes you achieve greatness. Growth begins where comfort ends. Greatness begins on the other side of fear. Success is born in the space of uncertainty, challenge, and discomfort. And yet, so many people are afraid to step out of their comfort zone. They fear failure, embarrassment, or the unknown. But here's the reality. Everything you want in life is on the other side of discomfort. Think about the people you admire. Think about the leaders, athletes, entrepreneurs, and artists who inspire you. They did not achieve greatness by staying safe. They did not grow by avoiding challenges. They did not rise by clinging to comfort. They stepped into the unknown. They took risks. They failed, fell, and got up stronger every single time. Take Michael Jordan, for example. Widely regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time. But did you know he was cut from his high school basketball team? Imagine if he had stayed in his comfort zone after that rejection. Imagine if he had thought, "I'm not good enough. I'll just play safe." He didn't. He used that rejection as fuel. He trained harder, pushed further, and transformed himself into a legend. Comfort is seductive. It whispers in your ear, telling you that you are safe, that you are enough, that you don't need to try harder. But it is a lie. Every day you stay comfortable, your dreams grow distant. Every day you choose ease over effort, fear over courage, you are building chains that bind you to mediocrity. Let me share a story about a young woman named Lena. She worked a stable job, with a steady paycheck, predictable hours, and no real challenges. She dreamed of starting her own business, of creating something meaningful, of living life on her own terms. But she stayed in her comfort zone for years. She told herself, "I'll start one day. I'll take the risk when I'm ready." That one day never came, until she realized that her life was slipping away, and that comfort had been a trap. She took a deep breath, quit her safe job, faced uncertainty, and pursued her dream. Today, she runs a thriving company and inspires others to do the same. Her success was never in her comfort, it was in her courage to step beyond it. Your comfort zone is a prison. It's invisible, but it's real. And every day you stay inside it, you are limiting yourself. You are limiting your potential. You are limiting your life. Here's the truth. Fear and discomfort are not enemies, they are signals. They are signs that you are on the right path, that you are growing, that you are moving towards something greater. The moment you feel fear, the moment you feel unease, the moment you feel uncertainty, smile. Because that is exactly where your potential lies. That is exactly where your life begins to change. Ask yourself, what have you avoided because it felt uncomfortable? What opportunities have you passed because they seemed risky? What dreams have you buried because fear whispered in your ear? Write them down. Name them. Face them. Because the first step to growth is awareness. Then comes the next step, action. Action requires courage. Action requires persistence. Action requires willingness to fail, to stumble, to fall, and then to rise again. It is through action, outside the comfort zone, that you discover strength you never knew existed. Consider J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. She faced rejection after rejection from publishers. She was living in near poverty, struggling as a single mother. Comfort would have told her to give up, to settle, to live a safe life. But she persisted. She embraced the discomfort, the uncertainty, the struggle. Today, she is one of the most successful authors in the world. Her story reminds us that comfort never creates legends, courage does. Here's a key principle. The greater the discomfort, the greater the growth. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. The harder the challenge, the stronger the person you become. And the only way to step into that growth is to leave comfort behind. So how do you do it? How do you step out of your comfort zone when it feels safe, cozy, and predictable? Start small. Start with tiny steps. Speak up when you usually stay silent. Try a new skill when you feel unsure. Say yes to opportunities that scare you. Push your limits every single day, even in small ways. These small acts of courage compound over time and build a life of purpose, confidence, and achievement. And don't fear failure. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of it. Every stumble, every rejection, every setback is a lesson. Every time you leave comfort, you grow stronger, wiser, and closer to the life you want. Imagine a life where you never step beyond comfort. Predictable, safe, comfortable, but unfulfilled, unhappy, regretful. Now imagine the opposite. A life where you face fear, embrace challenge, take risks, and grow every day. Which life would you rather live? Comfort is easy. Growth is hard. The difference between who you are and who you want to be is found in those hard moments. Those moments when you choose courage over comfort, action over hesitation, and progress over ease. Let this be your wake-up call. Your comfort zone is not your friend. It is your obstacle. It is the barrier between you and the extraordinary life you deserve. The only way to greatness is to break free, to push past fear, to risk failure, and to embrace the unknown with determination and confidence. Take a deep breath and repeat this to yourself. I will not let comfort define my life. I will face fear. I will embrace discomfort. I will take action. I will grow. I will become great. Say it. Believe it. Live it. The life you dream of is waiting for you, not inside comfort, but beyond it. And the moment you step forward, the moment you take that leap, the moment you challenge yourself, everything begins to change. Because greatness lives on the edge of fear. Success lives outside comfort. And you were born to rise above it. Let's be honest. Motivation alone will not create results. Inspiration alone will not build a life of greatness. Dreams do not work unless you do. And the only thing that separates those who succeed from those who fail is action. Action is not glamorous. Action is not easy. Action requires effort, discipline, persistence, and courage. But action is what turns ideas into reality. Action is what transforms potential into results. Action is what separates ordinary lives from extraordinary ones. Most people fail not because they lack talent, intelligence, or resources. They fail because they talk more than they act. They plan endlessly but never start. They dream endlessly but never do. They wait for the perfect conditions, the perfect moment, the perfect circumstances, and those conditions never come. The perfect moment is an illusion. The perfect time is now. Let me give you an example. Consider Elon Musk. He had a vision to revolutionize space travel, to create electric cars, and to change the world. But vision alone would have done nothing. He faced countless obstacles, financial crises, and public skepticism. People told him it was impossible. Investors doubted him. Employees questioned him. But he acted. Every day, every hour, he pushed forward, learned from failures, and never let excuses stop him. Today, he has reshaped multiple industries. His success is not because of luck, it is because of relentless, consistent action. Action starts with small steps. You do not need to run a marathon on the first day. You do not need to master a skill instantly. You do not need to achieve greatness overnight. All that matters is that you start. Let's say you want to improve your health. Action is not thinking about exercising. Action is not reading articles about nutrition. Action is putting on your shoes and taking a single step outside. One push-up, one walk, one meal prepared differently. Small actions, repeated consistently, compound over time. Let's talk about James Clear's concept of atomic habits. Small changes, performed consistently, lead to massive results. One push-up today, 2 tomorrow. One page written today, 3 pages tomorrow. One positive choice today, and another tomorrow. Over weeks, months, and years, these small actions build unstoppable momentum. This is the power of action. This is the power of small, consistent steps. Action is not just about physical effort, it's also about mental discipline. It's about deciding every day to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Even when it's hard. Even when your mind wants to quit. Because results are not produced in moments of comfort, they are produced in moments of persistence, courage, and consistency. Let me tell you a story about a young man named Amir. Amir wanted to become a writer. He dreamed of publishing a book that could inspire thousands of people. But he struggled. He had a full-time job, family responsibilities, and self-doubt. He could have said, "I'll write when I have time. I'll write when I feel ready." But he didn't. Every morning, before work, he woke up 30 minutes earlier and wrote. Every night, after everyone went to sleep, he wrote again. One paragraph, then another. Slowly, consistently, he built his manuscript. Months turned into a year. A year turned into 2. And finally, Amir published his book, touching lives around the world. He did not wait for perfection. He did not wait for inspiration. He acted, every single day. Action requires clarity. You need to know what you want, why you want it, and how you will achieve it. Goals without action are fantasies. Dreams without plans are illusions. You must define your destination and map out the steps to get there. Then, take the first step, no matter how small, no matter how imperfect. The first step creates momentum. Momentum creates results. Results create confidence. Confidence fuels further action. And before you know it, your life is changing. Action also requires courage. Courage to face fear, uncertainty, and failure. Courage to step out of your comfort zone. Courage to risk ridicule, rejection, or criticism. Because nothing meaningful comes from playing it safe. The greatest achievements in history were born from courage, boldness, and relentless action. Let's look at the story of Malala Yousafzai. She faced unimaginable danger simply for wanting to attend school. Many would have stopped. Many would have given in to fear. But she acted. She spoke up. She fought for her education. She persisted despite threats to her life. Her actions have inspired millions around the world. Her courage turned into impact, impact into change, and change into legacy. The key to action is breaking inertia. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes. Every day you delay is a day you lose. Every moment you hesitate is a moment your dreams slip further away. The first step is always the hardest. But once you take it, momentum builds. Progress starts. Confidence grows. And suddenly, the impossible becomes possible. Action also requires discipline. Motivation is fleeting. Inspiration is temporary. Discipline is consistent. Discipline is showing up even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is doing what must be done, regardless of mood, circumstance, or energy. Discipline transforms potential into reality, dreams into results, and goals into achievements. Here's a practical guide to taking consistent action. Define your goal clearly. Know exactly what you want. Write it down. Visualize it. Break it into small steps. Focus on what you can do today, not what seems overwhelming. Schedule your actions. Set specific times and routines to work toward your goal every day. Eliminate distractions. Remove anything that keeps you from taking action. Track your progress. Celebrate small wins. They build momentum. Persist through setbacks. Failure is not the end, it is feedback. Adjust and continue. Commit to consistency. Small, repeated actions outperform massive, inconsistent efforts. Action is also contagious. When you act, others notice. When you persist, others are inspired. When you take risks, others are motivated to rise as well. Your action has the power to change not just your life, but the lives of those around you. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The most successful people in the world did not start at the top. They started with one action, repeated over time, fueled by consistency, discipline, and courage. Ask yourself today, what one action can I take right now that moves me closer to my dream? What small step can I take today that my future self will thank me for? And then do it. Don't think. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Act. The secret to extraordinary results is simple. Start, keep moving, and never stop. Small actions, repeated consistently, create massive impact. Dreams without action remain dreams. Ideas without execution remain ideas. Talent without discipline remains potential. But action transforms everything. So, from this moment forward, I want you to commit. Commit to taking action every single day. Commit to small steps, massive persistence, and relentless consistency. Commit to doing what others won't, enduring what others quit, and achieving what others only dream about. Because your dreams are waiting. Your life is waiting, and the only thing standing in your way is the decision to act. Action beats fear. Action beats excuses. Action beats doubt. Action beats comfort. And action, my friend, is the only path to greatness. Take a deep breath. Feel the energy inside you. Feel the potential. Feel the power of action. And now, move. Take that first step. The next one will follow. And soon, you will look back and realize that your life has changed forever, not because of luck, not because of opportunity, but because you acted. Let's talk about failure. The word that strikes fear into every human heart. The moments that make us question ourselves, our abilities, and our dreams. Failure is inevitable. It does not discriminate. It comes for everyone. Rich or poor, young or old, talented or average. Failure is not a matter of if, it is a matter of when. And yet, most people run from failure. They fear it. They avoid it. They make excuses to protect themselves from it. But here's the truth. Failure is not the enemy. Quitting is. Excuses are. Fear is. Failure, when faced head-on, is fuel. Failure, when embraced, is the stepping stone to greatness. Think about Thomas Edison, once again. Over 1,000 failed attempts before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he didn't cry, complain, or quit. He said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." Every failure was a lesson, a data point, a stepping stone toward success. If he had quit at failure number 999, the world would be plunged into darkness today. Failure is proof that you are trying. It is evidence that you are pushing boundaries, taking risks, and stepping out of your comfort zone. Every successful person in history has failed. Every innovator, every leader, every legend has tasted failure. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not that they avoided failure, it's that they refused to let failure stop them. Let's look at the story of Oprah Winfrey. She faced rejection and criticism early in her career. She was told she was unfit for television. She was poor, struggling, and doubted by everyone around her. Most people in her place would have given up. Most people would have let failure define them. But she didn't. She persisted. She turned rejection into motivation, criticism into fuel, and struggle into power. Today, she is one of the most influential women in the world. Her story reminds us that resilience is built through failure, not comfort. Resilience is the ability to get back up when life knocks you down. It's the mental toughness that refuses to quit, the inner fire that drives you forward even when everything seems lost. Resilience is not something you are born with. It is something you build, day by day, challenge by challenge, failure by failure. Take a moment and reflect on your own life. How many times have you failed? How many times have you felt like giving up? How many times have you faced rejection, disappointment, or loss? And yet, here you are. You are still standing. You are still breathing. You are still capable of trying again. That is resilience. That is proof of your strength. That is the spark you can ignite to turn failures into fuel. Let me share a story about a young man named Ahmed. Ahmed dreamed of becoming a professional athlete. He trained tirelessly, pushed his body to the limit, and gave everything he had. But he faced rejection after rejection. Coaches told him he wasn't good enough. Teams overlooked him, and each failure cut deep. Most people would have quit. Most people would have given up on their dream. But Ahmed didn't. He used every rejection as motivation. Every failure became a lesson. Every setback became fuel. And finally, after years of relentless persistence, he made it to the professional level. His failures were not obstacles. They were the building blocks of his success. Resilience also requires perspective. Failure is not the end. It is feedback. It is a guide showing you what to adjust, improve, and overcome. When you fail, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? How can I use this to get closer to my goal? Every failure contains a lesson. Every setback contains an opportunity. Every challenge contains a hidden advantage. Consider J.K. Rowling. She was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter was finally accepted. She faced homelessness and despair during this time. Most people would have quit. Most people would have given in to fear. But she persisted. Her failures were not roadblocks, they were fuel. Each rejection made her stronger, more determined, and more committed. Today, her books inspire millions worldwide. Resilience also requires self-belief. You must trust yourself even when the world doubts you. You must trust your vision even when others question it. You must trust your abilities even when failure whispers that you are not enough. Belief in yourself is the foundation of resilience. Without it, setbacks become permanent. With it, setbacks become temporary detours on the road to success. Let me be clear. Resilience does not mean ignoring pain, disappointment, or fear. Resilience means acknowledging those feelings and moving forward anyway. It means standing up after being knocked down. It means facing fear, disappointment, and failure, and refusing to let them define you. Here's a practical guide to building resilience. Embrace failure as feedback. Every setback is a lesson. Learn from it. Adjust. Move forward. Focus on what you can control. You cannot control outcomes, but you can control effort, attitude, and persistence. Cultivate a growth mindset. Believe that challenges make you stronger, not weaker. Believe that effort produces improvement. Develop mental toughness. Practice discipline, patience, and persistence daily. Face discomfort intentionally to strengthen your mind. Surround yourself with support. Seek mentors, friends, and communities that uplift, guide, and challenge you. Reflect and visualize. Imagine yourself overcoming obstacles. Picture success after struggle. Let that vision fuel your persistence. Take action consistently. Resilience grows through repeated effort, even in the face of failure. Every small step matters. Failure also teaches humility. It reminds you that you are human, that perfection is a myth, and that growth is a lifelong journey. Embrace failure, learn from it, and use it to fuel your journey. Remember, diamonds are created under pressure. Gold is refined through fire. Strength is built through struggle. Your failures, setbacks, and obstacles are not punishments. They are your teachers, your tools, your fuel. The stronger your resilience, the higher you will rise. Ask yourself today, what failure am I running from? What obstacle am I avoiding? What challenge am I afraid to face? And then, confront it. Face it head on. Learn from it. Grow from it. Use it as fuel to become stronger, wiser, and closer to your dreams. Resilience is not just surviving, it's thriving. It's not just getting through, it's rising above. It's not just enduring, it's turning every setback into momentum. The world does not reward those who avoid failure, it rewards those who persist, adapt, and conquer. Take a deep breath and repeat this to yourself. I will turn my failures into fuel. I will rise stronger every time I fall. I will persist. I will grow. I will achieve. I will never quit. Say it. Believe it. Live it. Your failures do not define you. Your struggles do not limit you. Your obstacles do not stop you. Only your response to them does. And if you respond with resilience, courage, and relentless action, nothing can stop you from achieving greatness.